Hello, everyone. I hope you are enjoying your Monday. Today, I'm Lanier's Fragrance Reviews. Today, I want to discuss part 2 of fragrances that attracts the ladies. All right. So, in my first video, I ended up with Sospiro Vibrato. So, I'm going to start it out with Afnan Tarathi Blue. They have very similar smells. This is a clone of Bulgari Tiger. So those three right there. I mean, Bulgari Tiger has several clones. This is one of the clones and one of the good clones of it. I don't know if you can see the juice, but I've been spraying this one a lot whenever I wear it. And I'm going to tell you, this does attract the ladies. Has that nice grapefruit. It's a fresh smell. It's obviously for the spring and the summertime. You could probably wear it I would wear this in the fall as well. In the wintertime, the only thing that would stop me from wearing it in the winter is because I have to overspray and I'm not sure how long it would last on my skin. That's what my skin chemistry that is. So I save this type of fragrance for the warmer months from the spring through the fall. And I'm going to tell you, fellas, if you like Bulgari Tiger, but you don't want to spend that money, this is another good option. This is a clone of Bulgari Tiger. Me, I'm a Sospiro Vibrato person, but, everybody to each his own. This is definitely a good clone of Bulgari Tiger. Now, while I say this is a clone of Bulgari Tiger, to me, to my nose, this smells closer to Sospiro Vibrato. And I like this a lot. And it has a masculine smell to it as well. So spraying, even though it's kind of sweet, and I smell that grapefruit, but there's no worries in whether this is masculine enough for me to wear. I wear this one. I spray it. When I wear it, I spray it. I have to do a lot of sprays of this, but I have definitely received compliments for wearing this one and Sospiro Vibrato. So I had to start my video off with with this one. All right. Now the next one, everyone knows this fragrance, okay? It's been talked about plenty of times, okay? But it still gets the job done. And this is Dior Sauvage Eau de Toilette, okay? I recently purchased the Eau de Parfum, so I haven't worn the Eau de Parfum enough to receive compliments, but I've definitely received compliments from women wearing the Eau de Toilette, okay? That Ambroxan, So the thing I like about the Eau de Parfum, it tones down on the Ambroxan. But this one, I don't mind the Ambroxan. I just know I can only spray this between 1 to 2 times on my skin. And it smells real nice. And I received compliments from ladies, especially when it first came out. Everybody wanted to know, oh man, what is that you wearing? Ladies, you know what I mean, told me like this cologne smells real nice on me. So I'm going to tell you, if you still like Dior Sauvage, I say try the Eau de Toilette and the Eau de Parfum. They also have a Parfum version as well. But I know that the Eau de Toilette still, you still get compliments from the ladies. You can get compliments from the ladies wearing this one. All right. The next one I want to talk about is Baccarat Rouge 540. Now, I know this one has a million clones, but I still love the smell of this. You can see I'm getting low on my juice. And I know some people feel like this is played out, but I still like the smell of it. Like, I'm trying to decide between now and when I finish this, whether I want to get another bottle or not. Because, these fragrances are expensive. They're not cheap, y'all. So, come on, man. These fragrances can, they can get you, they're expensive as hell. So, I can't just be out here splurging, buying all kinds just because I like it. Next thing I can't be doing all that. But this is I've definitely received compliments wearing. Matter of fact, women even wear this now. You know what I mean? It's a unisex fragrance, okay? Me personally, I don't think it leans feminine. I think it is what it is. It's unisex. A man or female can wear this. And I can tell you, this definitely attracts the ladies. Ladies like the smell of this. That's why nowadays I'm starting to smell this fragrance more now today than anything. Like from, you know, women be wearing this fragrance. Every time I smell it, I say Baccarat Rouge 540. Oh, how you know that? Because I own the fragrance. That's how I know it. And I know it's good. So this is another one that attracts the ladies, fellas. All right. So this next one is supposed to be considered the highest selling fragrance by Creed. So you all probably know what I'm talking about when I say that. And this is Creed Aventus, okay? Now, I smell the fruity and the smokiness in this one. I recently bought this one about 2 years ago, I want to say. Now it's been 2 years. You know, the prices of Creed went up. I bought the small bottle. You know, the prices of Creed skyrocketed high. Sometimes I wish I would have bought it back when it was lower. Now it's like getting close to like $500-600. I'm like, man, this is crazy. But I will tell you, now I know this one has 1 million clones. Everyone off-9. No, that's wrong. Not off-9. I'm having a brain freeze. Everyone knows. You could just search and see which who has clones of Creed Aventus. There are many of them out there. Okay. So yes, Creed Aventus. I can say this is definitely a nice. You can wear this all year round. This is a nice fresh scent, and it has a fruitiness and a smokiness. And this on my skin, this lasts on my skin. Okay, Creed Aventus, you know, it lasts pretty long on my skin. Like I spray it, and it lasts all day. And I remember one of the times I was wearing this fragrance at work, and the ladies at my job, they could not stop talking about this cologne. They didn't know what it was, but they just kept saying, yeah, and that cologne that you were wearing. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be that big of an effect to the ladies. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a nice smelling cologne. I figured the ladies would like it, but I didn't think it was going to be the talk of the town. Like that day, I was the talk of the day because they just kept talking about this cologne. So this fragrance, this is a niche. So Creed Aventus, that's another good one that you can put in your stable. All right. Another one is going to be Versace Eros Flame. Now, I own both Versace Eros Eau de Parfum. I own the Eau de Parfum, and I own the Flame, Versace Eros Flame. You can smell that apple. To me, this might be, it smells, okay, so when I put it on, it smells like Versace Eros to me, okay? But there's a difference in the smell as well. Like, it smells a little different. I remember, like, when I wear this in the beginning, then the smell changes, okay, on my skin. And I can smell it changing. And that's why I like this one so much. And it smells and it changes to a sexier smell to my nose. And then on top of that, it obviously is a sexier smell to the ladies because I had a lady compliment me and talk about how sexy this fragrance smelled on me. So there you have it. We have Versace Eros Flame. That's definitely another good one to have in your collection. Okay. And the last one I want to talk about is, now I done went through a few decants of this that I bought from the actual store. Not the actual, it's the Harmonious Hypnotizing Hypnotizing Fire. Not from the Harmony store, but from like Neiman Marcus. Okay, in my area, Neiman Marcus has this fragrance. This is the box. Okay, the Harmonious. Now you had the Eau de Parfum version. You had the Parfum. I bought the Parfum, and I had samples of the Eau de Parfum. Eau de Parfum. In my opinion, the Parfum is the best one to have. On this one, on my skin, I can say it lasted about a good 6 hours. I do have to spray a little bit more to get the smell so where other people could smell it. If I just do normal, like 6 or 7 sprays, I might have to spray just a little tad bit more. I try not to spray too much, but I know one time one of the times I had this fragrance on, this one lady, she was just like, "Ooh, you smell good." Like, that's how she said it. Like, these are real reactions. I'm only like the fragrances that I'm including in my video are fragrances that I actually have experience with the ladies complimenting on my fragrances. Okay, I hear about other fragrances that are lady getters, okay, that I own, but until I experience it myself where I'm getting complimented on it, those are the ones. So these are real life situations that I'm putting in. Like, every fragrance that I put in my videos, I've been complimented by at least one female about on that fragrance. Okay, now this one right here, you know, Hypnotizing Fire, I don't hear it talked about a lot. I don't hear people talking about. I have heard people, you know, some of the other reviewers talk about it, but I don't hear it as much. Okay, so in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I believe that if you purchase this, it will set you apart from everyone else, since I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. But it is a nice one to have in your collection, and that's by the brand of the Harmonious, and it's called Hypnotizing Fire. Okay, so this is all that I have for today. The fragrances. This is part 2 of 3 of fragrances that attracts the ladies. But this is what I like some of the fellas to do in the comment section. I like to hear from you. I want to hear about fragrances that you've worn as well, and when you receive compliments from females. Okay. Also, it doesn't cost anything to go ahead and hit that like button on this video, and to subscribe to my channel. Okay. And then leave a comment below. I want to see what fragrances it's been working for you. Okay, that's all I have for today, and I will see you on the next video.